dancer, but also as an energy healer. So a lot of the doctors would come to me in my house because they knew I knew something, but they didn't know quite understand it. So I would run energy on them and they'd say, wow, you know, things would change with them. So I did that and then did deep meditation with Gloria Hampshire and John Friedlander, and learned the Hindu system and learned all about the chakras and unfolding all the stories through deep meditation. I knew I was a healer many years from prior lifetimes. So from there, I decided to kind of investigate what movement works with energy, right? So how can I teach people about energy through my movement and chakras and teaching them how to run energy on themselves? So that was really important to me as a dancer, number one. Number two, for people to understand their own bodies. So I continued to work through this and learn more and more. And then 2002, this word was channeled to me, Shiva, seeking harmony and energy, voice, and action. And I just said, well, whatever that is, I'm going for it. So I think the clincher, how it really, the catapult was, my dad died in '94, and I got cancer. He had died of cancer. And I had 3 small children, and a year after he died, I got cancer, stage 4. And so I said, okay, that's kind of interesting. That's an interruption in my life, and how am I going to deal with that? Am I going to do the medical thing? Or these doctors said, well, you have to take everything out because you're going to die. And I said, no, I won't. No, I won't. So I went to a female doctor. I said, okay, this is what I do. This is what I'm beginning to learn. And I really believe that I can help myself. And if you work with me, I will work and do this with myself. So I learned how to kill cancer cells energetically within the cell itself. And in Christian Science, your body is already perfect. You already have this beautiful tool. So use it. And so that energy and that positive idea, I said, I'm doing this. And, you know, I had to go 5 years, get checked all the time, but it didn't. I had 1 treatment and it never came back. So I said, I think I can kind of help people maybe think that they can do this too. So that was an impetus for the method to begin. And so then I added the Enneagram on top of that, which was the clincher of the full Shiva method. So the Enneagram is the study of personalities. Do you know what that is? Gurdjieff is from Russia, actually studied movement all over the world, which is fascinating because he thought that we were all one, and that he choreographed one piece that expressed all of our mind, body, or heart types. And he was brilliant. And so it advanced, and now is the Enneagram. So either a head type, body type, or heart type. So I infused that within the system, looking at our own egos, et cetera, and it all kind of came together. So that's kind of the story. And I've worked on many different people, from football players to dancers to psychologists to therapists to, you know, all kinds of people. So the idea is when you come in and see me, I pull in, I actually kind of have a thing before you come. So I kind of see what's happening before you come. And then I sit you in front of me, and it's your body, your mind, your heart, and your soul all in one. But my job is to get through the ego so that we can find the soul and then work that way to find the answers that you're looking for or the healing that needs to come. So the speed in which that happens is very, very fast. And it's very hard to articulate at times, but that's kind of the story. Anybody have any questions? Okay, so so what I do usually is close my eyes and sort of get a read on the energy, and then we'll go from there and do a meditation. If you guys can stay awake.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Good. Good. So I don't know if you guys could feel that at all. But I was running some energy through all of you and then pulling it back to ground you 3 times. And so it's interesting, this morning at 5:30, the word doubt came up. So the doubt of your own abilities or what you can do within the chaos. So this concept of how do we release the doubt in our body, in our mind, in our heart, in our soul? How do we release the doubt in our body, our mind, our heart, and our soul? Good. Nice. One more time. How do I release the doubt in my body, my heart, and my soul? Good. Nice. Okay, so let's do a meditation. You guys okay?
Mm-hmm. Feels good.
Good. So I work with a grounding cord to the center of the earth, first 2 chakras, and then gold cosmic energy from above to the belly button. And then we clear each center. And then we'll go from there. Okay? Great. So just let me know if you can't hear me. Okay, so let's focus on where you sit. And I want you to create a circle where you sit 3 inches in diameter to bring in a grounding cord. And bring it up into your first chakra at the base of the spine. And bring it up. Include your reproductive organs, even if you don't have them, up to your belly button, down the sciatic nerve, down the back of the legs to the heels. So you're anchoring that lower body. And from well above the crown, I want you to bring in gold cosmic energy through the top of the head, center of the head, throat, chest, stomach to the belly button. So these two energies will work by the earth and cosmic energies. I want you to imagine that you're looking down on the top of your femurs and you're placing one drop of water on each inside of the hip. And you're allowing that flow of water to go through the legs, through the femurs, knees, lower legs, and out the feet chakras, releasing excess energy, karma, contracts, attachments that you're ready to release and let them go down to the center of the earth. Looking down at the first chakra at the base of the spine, so the chakra's in the center, close to the spine. And I want you to imagine looking at the center, and you're looking at north, south, east, and west. It's like a compass. So you're redirecting your energy. You're placing a drop of water on that first chakra. And let it ripple through, front, back, side to side. Releasing the energy past the edge of your aura. Contracts, karma, energies that are not yours. Unleash the tailbone. Roll it back. You're releasing any karma, contracts, energies that are not yours. This is the color red. Any survival pictures, release, let go, move it past the edge of your aura. Moving up higher to the second chakra, pubic bone to belly button, looking down. On the center of that chakra, this is about creativity, emotions, boundaries, sexuality. Place one drop of water in the center of that chakra, releasing karma, contracts, energies that are not yours. And let that energy run through the center, past the edge of your aura. So let it ripple front and back, side to side. So just get a feeling of that groundedness in the lower part of the body, supporting you. Staying grounded so you can track those upper energies. Moving in the third chakra, belly button to breastbone. So this came in last night. So we're looking at two circles in the third chakra. So the ego, the light and the shadow. And they're fusing in the middle. So you want to release contracts, karma, the overwhelming ego, saying hello to the both and of you. Searching for the most authentic self, even in the midst of chaos. The shoulds, the have-tos, the oughts, let them go. breath. Place one drop of water in the very center of that chakra and let it ripple through front, back, side to side. Recognizing the compass, the north, south, east, and west. The right direction for you. Moving up higher now to the fourth chakra at the heart. Take a deep breath. Include your arms and hands, releasing under the armpits. This is about love and community, self-love. Place one drop of water in the center of that fourth chakra, releasing any resistance to love, contracts, karma, energies that are not yours. Let it ripple through front, back, side to side. Nice. Moving higher now to the fifth chakra. This is the communication center. How we respond through the authentic self, the heart. Looking down on the throat, at the notch of the throat. Place one drop of water in the fifth chakra and let it ripple front, back, side to side. Releasing karma, contracts, cords, attachments to cords that are created. Releasing those attachments and how they are attached. Good. Going into the ears, telepathic channels, unplug the ears, sinuses. Moving up now to the sixth chakra. Pituitary, pineal, occipital, ancestry. Take a deep breath, place one drop of water at the pineal and let it ripple through, releasing contracts, karma, patterns of thought that pull you away from being present, anxiety, let it go. Move it past the edge of your aura. From the center of the head, we're going to go up into the crown, releasing any resistance to the soul, higher self, God, to those higher frequencies which we're bringing in tonight. Releasing karma, contracts, attachments, how they are attached. Take a deep breath. And I want you to unplug the seventh top of the crown and let it flow so that water now is running up, out like a fountain, all the way down to the center of the earth. Front and back, side to side, all the way down to the center of the earth. As that cleansing continues, bring in that earth energy with the water. Bring it into your grounding cord, through your legs, up to the belly button. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, and again, a fountain. Pay attention to the vagus nerve. The back of the skull. And let that water flow through it. The whole nervous system. Feel the energy in the spine. Ida Pingala, Shushuma. Good. Scan your body from head to toe, releasing any excess energy down the grounding cord. Release the grounding cord. Create a new space where you sit, 3 inches in diameter. Bring a fresh new earth energy. And when you do that, include no doubt of this earth energy coming in. That this earth energy is working together with the transition. Good. Bring it up into your first chakra. Bring it into your reproductive organs, left and right sciatic. Bring in fresh new earth energy into your feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees, thighs. And into your first chakra and second chakra. From well above the crown, bring in fresh new gold cosmic energy into the top of the head, center of the head, 5th at the throat, 4th at the heart, and 3rd at the stomach. Nice. Feel the natural flow in your body. Take a deep breath. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. If you're dizzy, you might want to put your head down. How are we doing?
Excellent.
I think let's stand up for a second. Stand up, yeah. Yeah, there's your body. Yeah, let's bring your arms up. Yeah. And bring them forward. Now imagine those fingertips are alive, but the energy's going through your fingertips. Let's go ahead again, up. What's that called? Hand dance? What's that called? Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Yeah, yeah, hand jive, that's it. And bring it here to your heart. And energy work in the body, this is the biggest hole in our body to run energy, is in the arm socket. So just imagine when you were not feeling grounded that you can actually do this. Take a deep breath and feel the feet. Yeah, nice. Cool. Any comments? Questions? You still here?
Mostly.
Yes.
Why do you use droplets of water instead of crystalline energy or gold or silver or something?
Because we're 99% water. And I just think that if you can imagine the flow, because waters flow. And, you know, I think it's almost like a reflection. You might find your own resistance more, rather than a higher frequency. Does that make sense?
Sure. Can I ask more?
Yes.
How does emotional and grief energies interfere?
Well, grief is in the lung. And how does it interfere what? The flow?
Especially
Well-
with the chakras.
Right. Grief is grief. If grief is going to be there, it's going to be there. It's like I said earlier, the shadow, when I did the shadow and the ego. And you have to face those things. What is acknowledged is that grief is there without judgment. So you're actually experiencing the grief in an emotional way. And that in itself is a healing. So do we block it and push it away? We actually submit into it in order for it to heal.
And there's the emotional side of it, I want to let go.
Right. Yes, and how I look at that, if you look, when I said in the clearing, a cord and an attachment, when I say how is it attached, that's really, really important. You could have cording to someone that's passed, and you can also have an attachment to someone that has passed, to the cord. So if you recognize the cord and say to yourself, well, I'm not moving forward because I'm being held back or I'm holding myself back. Is it the attachment and how I'm attached to it? Or is it just not ready to go? And grief never really goes, it just shifts. Does that make sense?
To a degree, yes.
Yeah, I do agree. So, in other words, if
Everybody's different.
right, everybody's different. Everybody's different. But if you, whether it's grief, what let's just look at the attachment. What is the attachment? Okay, you've got a partner, or you've got a situation where let's say you're divorced or something, and that energy is still there, and that energy is, you would not let go of that person because of what he, she, whatever did or whatever. So the attachment, emotional attachment, is there. So usually the cord is at the third,
Yes.
kind of in between the third and the fourth.
Yes, we agree on that.
So you look at how that's attached, and then when you say, I want to release that attachment from that person, and when I do that, I'm going to release this attachment, and then I'm going to send their energy back to them, but I'm going to send it to their guides, not them, because then that's a reattachment, because you have expectations of how that person will respond. So then the attachment is still there. Did I lose you?
No, it's fine. Well, the reason why Larry's asking is they have a healing center, and a lot of the people that come to him have tried everything else first.
Oh,
So it's like what you may have done in your energy healing, that people needed a lot of change of thought or change of expectation, because they had already been through people telling them
yeah.
things all along.
Well, the first thing I ask them is, do you believe you can heal yourself?
Yeah,
Not all of them do.
right.
Some do, and those that are able to release the emotional that they're holding on to and want to release it, heal themselves.
It's tricky. It's tricky. So if someone is in front of me, and if this is I'm just getting a scenario, someone's in front of me, and I'm looking at their energy, and I look at I can see the attachment. Sometimes it goes beyond not that particular person, it goes in the past. So, fear of letting go. So it's not really about the person, it's about fear of letting go. So I go way back into that concept and idea. Like maybe from an ancestor that has pulled all that energy forward. And so the fear of letting go comes from another ancestor. So we like look at that and then that subject is not even part of it. And then it starts releasing. So it's energy that starts releasing. And then the component of emotions and speech and reason become clearer. That's just an example, but
I can give you an example if that'd be okay.
yeah.
I had a woman that came from out of state, and she stayed with us for 5 weeks.
Oh.
She didn't believe she could heal herself, but she believed Jesus could. And I asked her if she thought Jesus might need some help. She wasn't sure. But over the 5 weeks, she started getting better. She had breast cancer. She'd been treating it for 2 years unsuccessfully. And as she's getting better, she started trusting us. And I have the ability to see. And so I asked her if I could do a hands-on healing with her.
Yeah.
She would participate. And as we started, this little girl showed up on her shoulder. And I was like, there's somebody talking to me and she wants to talk to you. And she says, who is it? And I described this little girl, and that was the end of it. This little girl was her little girl who died, and she felt responsible and could not release it. And that was what all of this cancer was about, obviously.
Perfect.
But that was the end of the sessions. She just could not emotionally deal with that and didn't want to.
Well, there is that. And
challenge.
that's a key. You know, when someone comes to see me, I said, you know, I'm here to suggest and look at your life, but if this doesn't work, you know, it's okay. It doesn't work. You may not be ready, or you may never be ready. There is no judgment here about what, you know. It's hard when they're not ready. But they're not ready. Still love them.
Yeah. I did.
Good. I bet you did.
That was tough.
I bet you did. Yeah.
What about disorders that are genetically based?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
What about illnesses that are genetically based? Someone comes in with something going on in their DNA that's not right, and it manifests in illness.
An illness or behavior?
Illness. Physical illness. And maybe there's a behavioral component, but it manifests as physical illness.
Well, again, I was taught this years ago, and I sort of have my own twist on it, but again, if you look at the DNA from way back, other ancestors, and then you go back to the origin of the disease, which could have been syphilis or whatever. You go back to that and you clear that. Now, I've had really good luck with that, where you actually go way back because you clear it all the way through the origin of it, and then it's just
Heals itself effectively.
Doesn't it take like, I think it's 4 or 5 generations to actually clear that out?
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Can
so
you repeat what he said?
4 or 5 generations back to complete, to get rid of, yeah, I would say that's pretty true. Anybody else?
I have a question about DNA. So much of the information coming out is saying that the sun codes or the energy from our solar system is being elevated
Right.
and it's affecting our DNA. Could you talk a little bit about your experience with that?
Mm-hmm. Every day. Sorry. I mean, it's like, what is this? It's wild. The speed in which it's coming in is so quickly. It's manifesting so quickly. It comes in heat, it comes in cold, it comes in, sound. Yeah, for sure, sound. And how you resonate is daily, and what you resonate with is daily, right? So the key is to recognize, what you're going to navigate, how you're going to navigate. Look at it and say, okay, bring it. Because it's just going to help you so much to breathe through it and to collaborate with Mother Earth and how these things are coming in so quickly. So obviously you ground. Obviously you breathe. Obviously, when stuff comes up, your body doesn't lie. So you start inquiring, what is that? So you keep moving the energy so that you can flow with what is happening now. And the reason I brought doubt up, because I was doubting myself. And then they said, doubt? So he's kind of humorous, but it's like, okay, what is doubt? What is that? And what is that? That's why I said them, what does that mean to you? We all have it, and different levels of it. And how do we attach to it? What is that attachment? Right? That makes sense? Yeah.
Because most of the time, people want to see the results before they believe it.
Mm-hmm.
They need to believe it so they can see it.
But all these systems are breaking apart. So the have to see it is almost not there. So we have to, this is like an open book. We are in this time of like an open book. And if we can utilize that as an opportunity to shift as Mother Earth is shifting, then we have the support that we need. So, anybody else?
I can ask another.
Yeah.
One of the healings I had with you was a karma cleanse. And could you talk a little bit about that? Because it's unbelievable.
We could do that.
One session.
We could do that.
All gone. Wow.
So karma cleanses came into, one of those 5 o'clock in the morning things. How are we going to do that? I said, how are we going to clear karma? And so they gave you this system. And basically it's about what you create is a wheel. Of course, karma is a wheel, right? Or chakra is a wheel. All of it is a wheel. So you want to clear the karma, the wheel of karma, right? So what you do is you ask the body and your aura, what karma do I need to clear? And usually the first one, then you put it in the middle of that circle. And then you put all these discs, like spokes and discs all the way around. And then you ask, okay, I want to clear that karma. So you fill the discs all the way around, right? And then you take an arrow and you shoot them away from this circle. And then you go back and you look at the karma. Is it clear? Is it not clear? Do I need to do it again? Most of the times you need to do it again. And you look inside the circle, how we hold things, right? How we hide things. And then you clear that. You ready?
You wanna do it?
Mm-hmm.
You guys were really lucky.
Are you guys ready to do this? Is that a yes? Okay, just a warning.
Drink lots of water.
Yeah, lots of water, but you know, you may want to do this again. It's a very simple, pretty simple. I have a karma cleanse on my website if you want to download it, or I'm going to do a lot of it on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to do a lot on Sunday. Sunday's going to be, it's going to be really cool. Just saying. Anyway, okay, so let's stand up for a minute. Roll your shoulders. You don't have to stand up if you don't need to. Okay, shoulders up and down, up and down, up and down. Breathe, take a deep breath. Oh, let's get rid of that, shall we? Okay, so just close your eyes for a second and scan your body. Release your grounding cord. And bring in a fresh new grounding cord up into your first and second chakras. Male or female ground. And bring gold cosmic energy from the top of the head through the upper body to the belly button, just so we have that in place, okay? Good, okay, let's sit down. So we're just gonna play, okay? Oh, before we do this. So you're already clearing and they're all kind of coming out already. Jeez. So I want you to ask what I call nuisance guides. All the ones that want to keep the karma there or the energy there, you want to ask them to leave this room. So your nuisance guides are the little ones that run around and disturb you and annoy you and get you off center, all that stuff. So just ask all those nuisance guides to leave now. Okay, nice, that's better. All right, so what I want you to do, use your imagination, and I want you to create a circle outside of your energy field. And I want you to ask your body and aura, what karma do I need to clear? Is it a person? Is it social media? Is it whatever it is? Whatever it is that comes up for you. And take a deep breath. And place that karma in the center of that circle. And as you do that, I want you to make some stokes all the way around the circle. And at the end of those 12 stokes, you put discs on each one, like a CD disc on each one. Good. And you're going to ask that karma to clear. And as you ask that to clear, place that energy on the disc on outside of the circle. And go ahead and do that. You could have 5, you could have 10. Let your body do it. Well, let's go ahead and shoot those discs past the edge of your aura out into the universe. And I want you to look at the circle. Is that circle clear? Look at the inside of the circle. Good. We're going to clear that again, the inside of the circle. Let's do 5 arrows and 5 discs. And ask that energy that's left over to be released. Filling those discs. Nice. So I want you to place a vacuum rose underneath that circle. And place that circle and debris in that vacuum rose and let that go down to the center of the earth. Notice your body. Scan your body from head to toe, releasing any excess energy down your body through the grounding cord. And let Mother Earth have that energy. Cut the grounding cord. Bring in fresh new earth energy into your first chakra, your feet, your lower legs, your thighs, first and second chakra to your belly button. Notice the difference in your body. From gold from the top of the head, center of the head, throat, chest, third to the stomach. Notice the difference in the room. Take a deep breath. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. You feel the difference? It's quieter, isn't it? How was that for you guys? Nice? It's a great tool.
Yeah, it gets lighter.
Yeah, doesn't it?
And it's permanent. That's what's so cool, especially if it's a situation you're clearing. It goes away. It's amazing.
I like the whole gremlin idea of having this Right.
Oh, yeah, yes. Boy, they all came up, it was so funny.
I'm like, what? I don't know I had these things.
So a really good, thing to remember is when you're scattered, like you're really scattered, and, you wanna ground, but you can't ground because they're just everywhere. You can say, okay, this is really, really cool. You can ask them to leave, and then ask them to come back. And then ask them to leave, and ask them to come back. So you recognize the difference in your energy. And then you can see your attachment to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's interesting because some people don't want them to go because they want to be, you know, and that's fine, it's just as long as you know what. They're wrong. And it's interesting when in conversation with, that's how sometimes the relationship is, because those little nuisance guides are telling, that's how that relationship is based on. So that's fascinating too. Anyway, it's all energy, right? Anybody else? Anybody want a healing?
Yeah. Who doesn't? Say yes.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Speak up.
Yes?
Yes?
Yes? Who goes first?
Cool. Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty. They were wonderful today. I highly recommend these beautiful souls. Wonderful. Okay, but let's wait, we stand back just a sec.